to know. Oh yeah, we need to show. Listen, watch, and flow. You need to know.
I need to know, I need to know, I need to know. You need to know, you need to know, you need to know. We all need to know. What do I need to know? What do you need to know? What do we all need to know? Do you know what Bible says? Bible says there's no new things under the heaven. If that is true, that means there's no new word. There's no new direction. There's no new message that somebody can receive from God for you, for your life, for your purpose, for anything. Because there is a word that God has given unto you, for a specific direction, a specific situation that you are going to encounter in life. What we need to be praying for is the spirit of remembrance. That's why Jesus said, when the Spirit comes, He will remind you of everything that I've told you. That means there is something that God already put in our life. There is something that God already told us. When we encounter the situation, that situation that you are in, that situation that I'm in, all we need to pray for is, Lord, in this situation, give me the spirit of remembrance to know and remember what to do at this particular situation, at this particular junction. But many of us want God to give us new revelation. We want God to give us new word. We want God to reveal new things to us. My brothers and sisters, the fact still remains that there's no new word for you. There's no new revelation for you. There's no new thing for you. The things that God already told you is just because we forgot it. We couldn't remember it. So that's why many of us stay longer in our prayer closet. So as from today, let us be praying, Lord, give me the spirit of remembrance for me to know what to do at a particular time. This situation, God already knows about it before you are born. That's why He told Jeremiah, He says, before you are born, I already know you. I have put a word in you that you are going to be a prophet to the nation. So if Jeremiah now looking for prophet to tell him new word, there's no new word. What is going to be is that what you need to do is a prophet, and your prophet is to nation. It's not a new word, it's a word of remembrance. Therefore, let me quickly give you 3 things to remember. 3 good things to be remembered, and encourage yourself when you are at the hardest time of your life. There are 3 things you must remember. It's not new things. There's no new things on the heaven. There's no new things on earth. So you will need to remember these 3 things anytime you are in any situation of your life. Number 1, maybe you are nowhere to be found. You are looking for ways. God is always with you. Maybe you think you are lonely. Maybe people rejected you, they disappointed you. Family, friends, people that you have helped all over the world. You are now feeling that you are alone, you are lonely. Remember what Jesus said in the book of Matthew chapter 28 verse 20. Matthew 28 verse 20 says, and surely, that is certainly, that is, I'm giving you my word. Jesus says, and surely I, Jesus, I am with you always to the very end of the age. Your father can neglect you. Your brother can neglect you. Your mother can neglect you. Your wife, your husband can neglect you. Even your children can neglect you. But Jesus says, I am always with you. So that means you are not alone. Don't, anytime you feel that you are alone, remember this word that Jesus spoke to your life. That Jesus gave you, says, I am with you to the end of the world. And Jesus cannot lie. Jesus cannot lie. His word is yes and amen. So therefore, anytime you feel that you are lonely, you feel disappointed, rejection, all sorts of things, nobody want to align with you, nobody want to talk with you, nobody want to be with you, nobody want to associate with you. Remember, one with God is majority. You have to know Jesus said, I am with me. Jesus is with me till the end of time. Number two things that you need to remember is that God is always at the bottom. God is always at the bottom, no matter how deep. Maybe you are at the top before, and now you find yourself maybe from grace to grass. No, I pray it will not be anybody's portion, but maybe the word comes and you find yourself from grace to grass. Always remember, you can't be at you cannot be at the lowest of the lowest. It cannot be possible. Why? Because Jesus said in the book of Deuteronomy 33:27, Deuteronomy 33:27, Bible says, the eternal God himself is your refuge. God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms of God. So therefore, when you are going to the lowest, when you are going to the bottomless, the hands of God is there to lift you up. So therefore, don't lose hope that, oh, it has finished. No, nobody is going to be with me. Inasmuch Jesus is with Daniel in the den of lion. Inasmuch God is with the 3 Hebrew men. So God is with you. And it says at the bottomless, the end of the bottom is there with you. Underneath, his arm is with you to lift you up. So no matter how deep the ocean, no matter how deep the dungeon, no matter how deep the pit, the hands of God is there with you to lift you up. Number 3 things to remember is that God give each and every one of us a measure of faith for us to come out from that situation. The measure of my faith is different from your own measure of faith because we are encountering different kinds of problems. So no matter how big your problem is, no matter how small your problem is, no matter how things that somebody can tell you that, oh, this thing is very terrible, we have never experienced it before. Jesus gave you faith to come out from that situation. When you study the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 3, Romans 12 verse 3, Bible says, for by the grace given me, Paul is the one talking, he says, for by the grace given me, I say to you, every one of you, do not think of yourself more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment. Why? Because in accordance with faith, God has distributed to each and every one. That means no matter the situation where you find yourself, no matter how difficult, encourage yourself. Why? Because you have a faith in you that God has deposited in you for you to come out from that problem, in that problem. It is now left for you. Maybe you are looking for somebody to bring you out. Nobody will come to help you from that problem. Paul and Silas were inside the tomb. The faith in them stirred up and they started praising God and they came out. Peter was also there. So where are you? Are you in prison? Stir up your faith. Are you in the den of lion? Stir up your faith. Are you inside the midst of a burning fire? Stir up your faith. Are you in the wilderness? Stir up your faith. No matter the situation that you find yourself, God has given you a measure of faith to come out from that problem. So you need to remember these 3 things. When you think you are alone, no, God is with you. Remember that. When you think you are down, nobody is there to you from grace to grace. No, God is there. The arms of God is there to lift you up. And when nobody to encourage you, have faith. God has put the faith in you to come out from that problem. Remember these 3 things, and God will bless you in Jesus' mighty name. Shalom, shalom, and shalom. Amen.